On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
When you introduce sex too early in a relationship, it actually clouds the way that you can see the other person. The other thing is, and this is not often talked about, is the benefits of sexual transmutation. I don't think that's talked about often and how it benefits men. Actually, one of my favorite authors talks about that. He talks about sexual transmutation and how using semen retention, you can actually transmute that energy that you would just so willingly give in sexual release. You can transmute that energy into positive focus to be more focused about your business, about what you're doing, about your body. It actually literally is something that transforms your life. I don't think enough men practice it. It is something that is relatively life-changing, but it requires, it's not a skill issue, it's a will issue. You got to want to do it. Let me tell you something. My wife, she asked me out 4 times and I told her no all 4 times.
How long you been married?
I wasn't looking. We've been together 3 years.
How long? But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got all of the cards. Like, you the one that's getting the shot at you.
Well, she makes 6 figures too.
It ain't. If you don't, I'm sure you ain't. It ain't. That wasn't a factor.
That wasn't even in my mind.
Exactly my point. That's exactly my point.
You're right, Anton.
FYI, Jeff Bezos' girlfriend is 51 years old.
And Courtney, is she?
Did you see? Did you look at her?
She looks 51. She's cute though.
No. Did you see? But what I'm saying, Courtney, when you compare the two, when you compare what he walked away from,
she's more attractive.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
He upgraded. That's
I
all
would
I'm
say
saying.
they're on the same level of attractiveness.
But I'm just throwing it out there.
But I think
get a 20-year-old.
I think his new
every
woman
man
is more
don't
dolled
want
up.
that.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that in a general sense, I think that as guys get older, they tend to upgrade, whereas as women get older, they tend to downgrade. I mean, I seen a girl, she was working on with something 10 years ago, and then 5 years ago, like the level of guy, and this new guy, he got a limp, he got a hunchback. I said, girl, what the heck is going on out here? You know what I mean? Real talk. But I mean, I don't know. It's always anomalies, but it just seems to be that way.
Don't be ableist.
All right, you guys. Just tuning in. Welcome to Lapeef, Let's Talk. We definitely appreciate you guys joining. Make sure you get the likes up right now. Also, subscribe to the channel. It's a long one, but I think we broke it down in many different ways. The next topic is, well, before I put the topic up there, let me just kind of, my screen's off, kind of break it down. So we often hear women cherishing their goods, right? Cherishing their goods is sacred. Girl, don't give up the goods. I want to kind of flip it a little bit and talk about the men. Remember, I told you we're going to talk about some wood today. Pause, but we're going to talk about some wood today. Should the men cherish their goods? I'm talking about single men, like single men. Like, should the men look at their goods as being a prize versus just out here just giving it away to these women? Should women have to earn the rights to that? Start with you, Kay.
Wait, first, did you say that when you told us we were going to talk about wood?
I'm going to talk to you. I was talking about Lauren and other people that was
okay. I would just
that was tuning in last night. Yeah.
So
I know you're thinking about the wood, Kay, but let's go ahead and process through the topic.
To make sure you know.
Okay.
So you're saying, should men cherish their, yes, they should. I think that everyone should be very discerning in terms of their activities that they engage in, because you don't want to end up with children, that you weren't planning. You don't want to end up with illnesses that you did not want. Wait, is this what we're talking about?
Yeah, it's just
okay.
brief. I'm just curious because I feel like men just loose with it now. So
I think
I'm just wondering if we should have more discipline with our tool.
Honestly, I think that if men Lauren. Honestly, I think that if men were more disciplined, that a lot of things would change for the better. I think that that leadership and that like setting that precedent would be important, you know. Just I think I forget who said it earlier. I think Lauren, you said earlier, like some men will get with anybody or something like that. Like that shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be a thing that is commonplace. I think that just sexual responsibility in general is very important for men as well as women. Yeah, so yeah, they should definitely be disciplined with their what'd you say, pole? I forgot what word. Thule. Okay, they should be disciplined. Yes.
Kay be acting like she don't be not knowing what he said. Kay be knowing what JR said.
No, she just want to hear it again. She want to hear that word again.
First of all, I thought a Thule was never mind. I thought that was just something completely different, but okay. But yeah, that's my answer. I mean, yeah, men should definitely be more disciplined for better outcomes all around.
All right. What about you, Lauren? I see you over there with the he and all that. What's going on over there? We're talking about this Thule here. Go ahead.
Kay is hilarious. We should all be responsible, but I do think that men should kind of like guard it, just the same way women are, told to guard it and protect it and all that stuff. All for the reasons that Kay said, but also that emotional energy, like that soul tie that comes with it, like the baggage that men have gets transferred onto women. Like, and so yes, women do sleep around some women. We were just talking about Amber Rose. So thinking about all the Amber Roses of the world, right? She's taking all of the men that she slept with and is taking it with her, which is probably why she's so messed up in the head and is allowing men to treat her in the old kind of way. So, like I said, there's a responsibility on both ends. And if people say like, yeah, women, y'all think with, emotionally, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, men, you all are the logical ones, the ones with the sense, if that's what you all believe, then let's act like, you have some sense and be responsible with, what you slang around the streets. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
All right, Gerald. So talk about this discipline. Should men cherish their goods? Should they look at it as being valuable out here instead of being loose with it?
I think they should for a lot of different reasons. I really think they should. One, I think men should be more disciplined with it because just in my experience, I think that when you introduce sex too early in a relationship, it actually clouds the way that you can see the other person. The other thing is, and this is not often talked about, is the benefits of sexual transmutation. I don't think that's talked about often and how it benefits men. Actually, one of my favorite authors talks about that. He talks about sexual transmutation and how using semen retention, you can actually transmute that energy that you would just so willingly give in sexual release. You can transmute that energy into positive focus to be more focused about your business, about what you're doing, about your body. It actually literally is something that transforms your life. I don't think enough men practice it. It is something that is relatively life-changing, but it requires, it's not a skill issue, it's a will issue. You got to want to do it.